Hey there, finance friends. Today, we're diving into a milestone that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Forget about the flashy $1 million mark or even the six-figure club. We're talking about a number that's way more attainable and, honestly, way more important for most of us, $10,000. That's right, 10 grand. It might not sound like much in a world where we're constantly bombarded with stories of crypto millionaires and tech billionaires, but let me tell you something, saving your first $10,000 is a pivotal moment that can completely transform your financial life. This is the Finance Virtuoso channel. If you're new here, hit subscribe and the notification bell for the best money tips and tricks. The power of your first $10,000. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, $10,000 isn't exactly retire-on-a-beach money. And you're absolutely right. But here's the thing, this isn't about retirement. This is about the moment your financial life starts to shift from constantly playing defense to finally being able to play some offense. Let's break down why hitting this milestone is such a big deal and how it can change everything for you. 1. The emergency fund game changer. First up, let's talk about life's little, and not so little, surprises. You know, the ones that always seem to pop up at the worst possible time? Well, with $10,000 in the bank, you've suddenly got yourself a solid emergency fund that can handle pretty much anything life throws at you. Think about it. Your car decides to throw a tantrum and needs a new engine? You're covered. That tooth you've been ignoring starts screaming for a root canal? No problem. Your furry best friend needs an unexpected trip to the vet? You've got it handled. Having this cushion means you're no longer one surprise away from financial disaster. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can weather almost any financial storm that comes your way. 2. From, can I afford it, to, do I want it? Here's where things start to get really interesting. When you've got $10,000 saved up, you begin to shift from constantly asking yourself, can I afford this, to, do I actually want this? It's a subtle shift, but it's huge. Instead of your financial decisions revolving around what you can scrape together, you start making choices based on what actually matters to you. It's like upgrading from a flip phone to a smartphone. Suddenly, you've got options you never even knew existed. Now, I'm not saying you should go on a spending spree. But imagine planning a weekend getaway and focusing on whether it's going to be a fulfilling experience rather than obsessing over every penny. That's the kind of freedom we're talking about. 3. Guilt-free fun? Yes, please. Let's be real for a second. Money stress can suck the joy out of just about anything. But when you've got that $10,000 safety net, you can actually enjoy life's little pleasures without that nagging voice in the back of your head. Picture this, you're out with friends, and someone suggests trying that new restaurant everyone's been raving about. In the past, you might have hesitated, worried about the cost. But now? You can say yes and actually savor every bite, knowing you're not putting yourself in a financial bind. It's not about being reckless with your money. It's about being able to enjoy experiences without the weight of financial guilt dragging you down. And trust me, that mojito tastes a whole lot better when you're not stressing about how you're going to pay for it next month. 4. Confidence boost, anyone? Now, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention in the finance world, the psychological impact of saving $10,000. Seeing that fifth digit in your bank account for the first time? It's like financial rocket fuel for your confidence. In a world where the majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck, hitting that $10,000 mark puts you in a different league. It's tangible proof that you're making smart decisions and taking control of your financial future. This confidence boost isn't just about money. It spills over into other areas of your life. You start to realize that if you can achieve this financial goal, maybe you can tackle that other big dream you've been putting off. It's like unlocking a new level in the game of life. 5. The power of no. Alright, here's a fun one. saving $10,000 gives you the power to say no more often. And believe it or not, that's a superpower in disguise. When you're living on the financial edge, saying no to things, whether it's extra shifts at work or social obligations you're not really into, can feel risky. But with a solid savings cushion, you can start prioritizing what truly matters to you. Want to skip that overtime to go hiking instead? You can do that. Not feeling that expensive group vacation? You can opt out without fear. It's about having the freedom to shape your life according to your values, not just your financial necessities. 6. Your savings start to snowball. Here's where the magic really starts to happen. Once you hit that $10,000 mark, saving money actually gets easier. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but hear me out. When you're constantly playing catch-up with your finances, saving feels like an uphill battle. But once you've got a solid foundation, you're not scrambling to cover unexpected expenses or paying late fees. This means more of your money can go towards building your wealth. It's like you've been pushing a boulder uphill, and suddenly you reach the top. Now, that boulder starts rolling down the other side, picking up speed and size. Your savings rate can accelerate, and before you know it, you're well on your way to your next financial milestone. 7. Investing becomes less scary. Let's face it, the idea of investing can be pretty intimidating when you're just scraping by. But with $10,000 in savings, you've got yourself a solid emergency fund, which means you can start thinking about putting some money to work in the market. Now, I'm not talking about becoming the next Wolf of Wall Street here. But having that safety net means you can consider long-term investing strategies without lying awake at night worrying about every market fluctuation. You've got the breathing room to weather short-term market volatility, which means you can focus on the long game. And in the world of investing, patience is definitely a virtue that pays off. 8. Life gets a little easier. Here's the bottom line, saving $10,000 doesn't solve all your problems, but it does make life a whole lot easier in so many ways. You're no longer one unexpected bill away from disaster. You can make decisions based on what you want, not just what you can afford. You can enjoy life more without constant financial stress. Your confidence gets a boost, you have more control over your time and choices, your savings grow faster, and you can start thinking about building real wealth. It's like upgrading from economy to business class in your financial journey. You're not flying private yet, but man, does that extra legroom feel good. So there you have it, folks. Saving your first $10,000 might not sound as exciting as becoming a millionaire, but it's a milestone that can truly change everything in your financial life. If you're on the journey to saving your first $10,000, keep pushing. The peace of mind, the options, and the freedom waiting for you on the other side are absolutely worth it. And if you've already hit this milestone, take a moment to appreciate just how far you've come. You're doing better than you might realize. Remember, personal finance isn't about becoming the richest person in the room. It's about creating a life where money stress doesn't keep you up at night, where you have the freedom to chase your dreams, and where you can focus on what truly matters to you. So, whether you're just starting out or you're well on your way, keep your eyes on that $10,000 prize. Because once you hit it, you'll realize it's not just about the money, it's about the doors that open when you take control of your financial future. Until next time, keep saving, keep growing, and keep believing in your financial journey. You've got this.